Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Brooklyn, and in today's video I will be creating this beginner look right here. Yes, it is full glam, but that's just me. And yes, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below video ideas for the next video I do, because it will be awesome. And let's get into the video. First things first, I'm gonna go in with this Dr. Botanicals Moroccan Rose Oil. It hydrates and evens out your skin tone. So if you're like me, I have a lot of redness, so it really takes care of that when you apply your makeup. So I'm just going to take it, and it already has about what the amount that I use. I go 1, 2, and I do my cheeks first so it doesn't run everywhere. And then I kind of like tap it in, because if you tap it into your skin, then it'll I just think it'll be like more tackier. And then with the rest of that, I'm going to apply it on my forehead. Next we have primer. So the primer that I use is this Wet n Wild Photo Focus primer. It kind of like hydrates, but then it's tacky, kind of like the oil. So I'm just gonna take about that much, because a little does go a long way with this primer. And I'm just gonna put a dot right there, a dot right there, right there, right there, right there, and then the rest on my forehead, and rub it in. Moving on, next we have foundation, and for foundation I use the Maybelline Superstay, and I'm in the shade Classic Ivory. So what I do, I just pump it on the back of my hand, about that much, because I put foundation on my neck as well. And then I grab my damp beauty sponge. Now, your beauty sponge doesn't have to be damp, but remember, when it's dry, it doesn't apply the foundation like really evenly, so it is best to have your beauty blender damp. So I just do like this, and I tap it. And make sure, like, when you do your foundation, it's best to get in your hairline, because if not, you can see your skin and it's not gonna look good with the foundation. So now that I have my foundation on my face done, I'm gonna go in with a Tarte foundation brush, and I'm gonna blend in foundation on my neck so my neck matches my face. Next up is concealer, and I use 2 concealers because these 2 mixed together are perfect for my skin tone. So the first one is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade 20 Sand, and the next one is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus concealer in the shade Light Ivory, which is 840B. Going in with the Maybelline one, I am going to put that under my under eyes, just like that, and the same on the other side, a little bit on my chin, on my cupid's bow, and in the middle of my nose. Next is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer, and I basically put that in between what I've already done, so it kind of, when I mix it, it kind of blends it together. Now that I am back and blended, I'm gonna go in with some powder to set all this, because if you're like me, I crease like really fast. So what I'm gonna do is grab my beauty blender and go into the Coty Airspun powder and just put that anywhere that I put concealer. Alright, so the next thing I do is my brows, but I really don't like fill in my brows because my brows are really like defined already. So I just go in with this brow gel and just go through them.
Just like that. So what I basically do is I brush my hairs up and then I go over the top of my eyebrow just to make those hairs lay down. So I brush them up, and it may look a hot mess, like that is not okay. So what I do is go back and go over the top of my brow and do that. And that's my brows.
Next, I like to grab this big fluffy brush, and this one's from Sephora, and I just like to wipe away that bake that I had going on. The next thing I do is I contour, and today I'm going in with the Tarteist Pro Glow palette, and I'm going to use the shade Sculpt, which is this one right here. And this is the matte one in the palette. Next, I'm going to take this like tapered blending brush, and I'm going to go back in with Sculpt and contour my nose. So when contouring your nose, you really want to be like very like focused, and you want to start at your eyebrow and kind of like follow your nose. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is take that shade and just go around my jawline and on the tops of my foreheads, and then I'll be done with bronzer. I'm back in with my hair down, but besides that, the next step is I'm going to take some more of the Coty Airspun powder, and I'm going to ride that along my contour area that I just did, and that just cleans up anything. While that sits on my face, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the Julep palette. This is a blush and highlight duo, and I'm just gonna grab this Morphe brush that I use for blush and go on the apples of my cheeks. So even though the Julep palette has a highlight, it's almost out, so I didn't really use it. So now I'm going in with the Morphe 35 OS, and this is an all shimmer palette, as you can see, and I'm going to take this tapered blending brush by, I can't pronounce that name, but I'll let you see it. So I'm going to take that brush and go into the first shade in this palette, and it's a really good highlighting shade. Even though it's an eyeshadow, it's a really good highlighting shade. And this way, and then it has a good glow. Alright, next I'm going to take that same shade and go on top of my Cupid's bow, like that, and then I'm going to take some more and go on the top like right over my eyebrow, if that makes any sense. Now I'm gonna wipe away that bake, and I'm gonna go in with the highlight on my nose. But next is eyeshadow, and I'm gonna be using the Jaclyn Hill palette right here. This is my like holy grail, like ever since it came out, it's my holy grail. I'm gonna take this Tarte tapered blending brush, and I'm gonna grab Silk Cream. It is the third shade in the palette. So I'm gonna grab that and put that all over my lid, and that's just a base from where I put concealer on my eyes to prime it. For my next shade, which is my transition shade, I'm gonna grab Creamsicle, which is this like mustardy yellow, and I'm gonna take that just on this Sephora brush and put that right in my crease. Next, I'm going to take the shade Pukey and just focus it on the outer portion of my crease. So I just grab a little and focus it on the outer portions. The next shade I'm gonna take is Mocha, which the shade basically describes its name. It's a very dark brown, and I'm gonna take that on this Tarte like really dense brush. I'm gonna focus that on the outer corners. So this step in, I'm just gonna grab that Sephora blending brush that I used for my transition shade, and I'm just gonna blend everything that I have into each other. The next shade that I'm gonna grab is the second shade in the palette, and I'm gonna use that as my inner corner highlight with this very dense brush from Sephora. And I'm just gonna put that in the inner corners. I'm back in the Morphe 35OS, and I'm gonna go in with the 5th shade, and I'm gonna apply that with my finger on my lid. What I like doing is just taking my ring finger, just like that, and just put that on my lid. I'm gonna go back in with the Tarte Pro Glow palette, and I'm gonna use the shade Strobe, which is this one right here, and I'm gonna use that as my brow bone highlight. So the last thing I like to do is on my eyes is put mascara, and this is the Voluminous Butterfly Waterproof Mascara. So the last step for me is my lips, and I'm just gonna go in with this CoverGirl Outlast All Day Duo, and gonna put it on my lips. And then the next step is a gloss, and now I'm gonna apply that. Guys, this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to smash that like button and leave a comment down below for other video ideas that you want me to do. And see you in the next video. Bye!